Welcome back. You're going to take page 91. I know we've done some work on it, and you're going to put it to the side, and we're going to go back into our journal. Now remember, we started with all of the steps, then I asked you to write skip, and now we're going to turn here. So please get it set up so that it says continue multiplying fractions by fractions. Okay, we're going to learn a new way to model it before we start to glue in and do more practice. We're going to learn, that was called the bar model, what we just did, and now we're going to learn the area model. So, will you please write area model and put it in a purple box? Area model. So, we've done lots of different modeling. You know that area means I'm going to draw the one big square, right? So, we're going to be writing steps again. I know, this is so much fun. So, we're going to be writing our steps again. Are you ready? Okay, I think in order to do this, how I want to do it is actually writing the steps off to the side this time. So let me give you an example. So I'm going to be going like this. I'm going to write step number 1 right here on the right. I'm going to put it in a circle. Step number 1, draw one box. Okay, draw one box and model the second fraction and color it in. And model, oh, I've got an orange sticky note under there, that's why it's colored funny. There we go. Draw one box and model the second fraction. Let's do that same problem. Okay, the problem is going to be 2/3 times 1/2. That's what the problem's going to be. In fact, I want to put that in a green cloud again. So it's very similar to the bar model. We're just, instead of drawing a long skinny bar, we're just drawing one box, like a big box. And we're modeling the second fraction. Okay? What we're going to do when we model the second fraction is we're going to go up and down. And I want you to write up, down. You're going to draw your lines up and down. Okay, so let's do that. Step number 1 was to draw a box. So I'm going to draw a box. There it is. That's one hole. Model the second fraction going up and down. So I need to do this and break it in half going up and down. So I break it in half. I'm going to use purple again and check mark it. Remember, Miss Fisher says just start on the left. So I color it in. Oh, I didn't write color it in on the step. Sorry, we're going to have to add that. Ooh, the camera's shaking. It's fun to watch, I bet. Getting you a little seasick. A little nauseous. Well, that's fun. Okay. There is 1/2, right? We should write that. Draw one box and model the second fraction. Color it in. Great. Step number 2. Now, think about this for just a minute. I told you that it was very important to make sure you had the arrows up and down. What do you think step number 2 is going to be like? What's the opposite of up and down? Left and right. So now we're going to be using the other fraction, but we're going to be going left and right. It's pretty awesome. Okay, step number 2 is model the first fraction. Isn't that funny? You go the other way. You do the second one first and the first one second. It's a little tongue twister. Model the first fraction. Left and right. So we're going to draw those arrows. Left and right. Oh, sorry, that was a period. Color it in. So, go ahead and write left, right. I'm going to use this other color. So step number 1, draw one box and model the second fraction. Did it, going up and down. Now I'm going to model the first fraction, which means 2/3. So I have to show 2/3, but I'm not going to go up and down. I'm going to go left and right. Do not panic. If that is really, really complicated for you, we're gonna make it easy by putting some bullet points here. Okay? Don't panic. You take your denominator And that's how many lines you draw going left and right. Sorry, not how many lines you draw, it's how many pieces there need to be going left and right. So use the denominator and make that many pieces going left and right. Lots of writing right now, but it is going to be really helpful to you as we move on through this whole unit and for the test and future things that you have to do with fractions. So hang in there. Use the denominator and make that many pieces going left and right. So I need to make 3 pieces going left and right. I come outside the line. There. Are there 3 pieces going left and right? Think about it for a minute. This is like a French fry. I love this analogy. Oh, we should bring French fries to class. We should get French fries at home, something like that. Think about a French fry standing up tall. That's what this is, the purple fry. Now think about a French fry laying down left and right. You know you've seen French fries standing up tall and also when they've spilled and they're laying flat going left and right. So the French fry going up and down is the 1/2. But now you have to completely imagine it as French fries laying on their side. So there's 3 of them in this case. And I need to, what do you think the next step is going to be? Because that's showing 3/3. So this is step number, I need to color it first. Model the first fraction, thirds, and color it in. So I do need to color 2 of the 3 in. Start in the top left. I'm going to write that actually right here and make that many pieces going left and right. I'm going to put a bullet point here. Start. Should we just say at the top? Because I'll say top left. Start at the top left. Start at the top left. And color all the way across. That's going to be important. You don't just color the purple pieces all the way across. You have to color all the pieces. So here we go again. I need to show 2 of these 3 French fries colored. I start in the top left, and I'm going to color all the way across. So I get this really ugly greenish brownish. I'm going to get a really nice green over there. There's 1 of the 3 colored. I need to color 2 of the 3. So then I work my way down. Here's 2 of the 3. Again, you have this ugly brown, purplish. And then you have this nice lime green. Okay? All right. I have colored 2 of the 3 French fries, if you want to call them, going left and right. Can you see that I've colored 2 of those 3? So that was all step number 2. I think that is the most complicated step, and now we're just going to find our answer. Okay, don't panic. Step number 3, your answer. Your answer. Here it is, the numerator. Just like before. Sorry, the answer. Your numerator is however many pieces have both colors. However many pieces have both, you're going to underline that again, colors. However many pieces have both colors. So, for us, what does that equal? How many of these have the ugly mix? Well, this one's just purple. Those 2 are just green. That one's completely white. So it's 2. 2 of them. And here's how you find your denominator. Your denominator, just like it was with the bar model, how many pieces there are in the entire whole. Your denominator is how many pieces are there in the whole. We'll do the same phrasing so it's not confusing. In the entire whole. So, we got to look at our model again. How many pieces are there total? They're like little baby rectangles now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6. So we knew that it was 2/6 because we showed that with our bar model, 2/6. But this time we just did it with the area model. I actually really like, oh, let's use purple to number these. I actually really like the area model. I don't always love using the area model, but when you're multiplying a fraction by a fraction, I actually think it's really cool to show. So the purple was just having half, right? French fry standing up, going up and down. The 2/3 is showing going left and right. So I'm taking 2/3 of the half. And that's what I would get out of it, is that mucky brown color. So I would get 2, but what size pieces were they now? They're not halves anymore, and they're not thirds anymore. The thirds were long, skinny fries. The half was a big, tall, fat fry. So it's like little pieces of the fry. Make sense? So I really love the area model for this. What we're going to do now is show one more fraction problem that is using the area model. Okay? Let's try this one. Let me make sure it's not going to be one we're going to try. It is on there, so I'll do a different one. Let's do, we can do a 3/4 one. So maybe we'll go like this. Maybe we'll do a half of 3/4. Okay, let's try another one. 1/2 times, or of, doesn't matter, 3/4. Notice how I brought it down here lower so we could model it. 1/2 times 3/4. I love the area model. So quick. Step 1, draw a box. Okay. It says model the second fraction, 3/4, using tall French fries going up and down. So I got to show 3/4 on here. In order to do fourths, you just go half and half. So there's 4/4. 4 out of 4 French fries standing tall is 1 whole. But I need to color in 3 of them. I start on the left. That's just going to be our technique. 1. Look, I'm outlining them this time. 2. So you can clearly see that 3 of the 4 are going to be colored in. I color them quickly in. Notice that I don't take forever on the coloring, but it still looks nice. That is something you need to be doing, especially for the journal checks, and just so that you can use it in the future and it makes sense. Okay, there is 3 of the 4. Check. Did it. I showed 3/4. Now, step number 2, I imagine it as those are tall French fries, and now I'm going to tip and talk about French fries that are laying down. All right, imagine it blank, basically, is what you have to do. Just imagine it blank. And I need to show, this time, 1/2. Oh, if you don't know how to show a half going left and right, then I'm sorry. You can just follow these bullet points. They say use the denominator, 2, and make that many pieces going left and right. So I need 2 pieces going left and right, which just means I go right in the middle. See, look at French fries laying on their side now. There's 2 of them, 1/2 and 2/2. But I got to color it in. I got to color in 1/2. So I start at the top left and color all the way across. So I color all the way across. Look at that ugly color. Don't forget to color in this way too. That's all the way across. Look at that beautiful green that comes by itself. And then this is just the mucky, yucky, purplish green mix. That's really helpful though, because it's what you need. Okay, I'm going to color it even more green so you can tell the difference. There it is. Ready? The answer. How many pieces have both colors? 1, 2, 3. How many pieces are there in the whole thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3/8 is your final answer. It's pretty awesome. I love it so much. Okay. So we've just modeled 2 of them on this page, and I've asked you to skip the page before. We're going to be using our journal to cut and glue in things that we practice from our workbook. So you need to find that page 91 that I asked you to put to the side. You can see we modeled the bar fractions, and now you need to turn it over to page 92. And you can look at their picture. They used a lot smarter colors. Maybe Miss Fisher should have done the red and blue, because what do red and blue make? They make purple. So they've done the red, they did red all the way going up, they did blue going across, and red and blue made purple. So don't panic if this is confusing to you. You can use our journal and steps. This might help you if you're struggling, but it's just a resource. So I want you to turn to this, and we're going to be solving numbers 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to be cutting out and gluing in things to our journal. So I'll catch you in the next video for that.